filming on the computer camera. This is weird. I had a lot of client work to do today, and so I've been at this computer all day long, it feels like. And I had this huge running to-do list, this task list to get through, and I didn't want to do it. I had so much resistance to do it today. But what got me through it was journaling about it this morning. I was journaling like, why can't I just get the ball rolling? Why can't I just get started and just do the things I know I need to do? And it's because I did feel like that. I felt like I needed to do these things. I didn't want to do these things. This to-do list felt like my day was now about to be getting through things rather than enjoying and doing things, if that makes sense. Like, when you have this long to-do list, it's so easy to be like, I have to get through this and then I'll enjoy my day, when that's not how I want to be living. I've been spending a lot of time lately meditating and visualizing this life that I see for myself. And if you practice doing that, whether you visualize it with your eyes closed or you write about the life you want, whatever it is, I can't recommend enough. Like, spend time getting really clear on what your ideal circumstances are in every aspect of your life, because with that clarity, you're able to know where you're going. But with that can also bring this feeling of I'm not there yet, and that's discouraging. And so today, I have a lot of things on my to-do lists that are for other people, that are for clients, that are mundane. And having spent so much time visualizing the life I want, it can be easy to get discouraged about this. Like, man, look at what I'm doing on my day-to-day. I'm so far from that life that I see for myself. But really what helped me today was this invitation to myself that was like, how can you reframe this? How can you give these tasks on your to-do list purpose so that they aren't a means to an end, they aren't just a means of getting through, but they instead are the stepping stones to that life you want. Instead of viewing your to-do list and the life you're living now as completely separate from your dream life and the perfect circumstances and all the things you want, instead of viewing then and now as separate, what if instead you combined them and trusted that everything I'm working on today is in some way, small or big, setting me up perfectly for that life I see for myself. And trusting that if I'm able to visualize that life, and if I can see it in my head, then it must be possible for me. And in some way or another, my spirit is taking me on the path of least resistance. So whatever is in front of me today, can I trust that it is perfectly aligned with that future in which I'm headed towards? And in that, not just get through what I'm supposed to do today, but can I get excited about it? Can I really feel the purpose behind it? Can I try to give it my all? Can I give it my 110%? When I visualize that Max that's living his ideal life and has his ideal circumstances, how might he go about doing the tasks that are at hand today? And that simple exercise of going down my to-do list one by one, and I added what was the task, and then I added what is the purpose behind this task, and how does it play into the bigger picture of what I see for myself in the future. And after doing that, I procrastinated this morning. I didn't want to do anything on my list, but after doing that exercise, it no longer felt like a burden. It felt like, are you willing to accept the call towards your future with this humble start of this day's to-do list? So that was my invitation to myself, and I got through the day. I made it through my to-do list. I even went above and beyond in a couple of the categories I set for myself, and that is something I'm going to look to do more of, is when you have tasks that maybe you don't want to do, that seem mundane or tedious, how can you set an intention? How can you add a purpose to it that makes it feel much more than something you're just getting through? Because when you're able to show up energetically, excited, and full of purpose in whatever you're doing, and trusting that it plays into the bigger vision that you have for yourself, I think the energy there is just so much different. It makes the day more of a flow state rather than a, kind of a grinding the gear state, and it just allows you to live a little more light and purposeful and in line with that vision that you're trying to create for yourself. So that was my thought process today. Thought I'd make a video about it. How do I wrap up this video? What do you say now? What is it that, after I just talked for 5 minutes straight, what is it that I could say to put a pretty bow on this video? I don't know. It's weird to see myself in the screen. This is my computer. Here's my view. Pretty sweet. Alright, I guess this is how I'm ending the video, just like an absolute fool. Visualize what you want, meditate on what you want, apply meaning to what you're doing now, because it is connected to that truth, that future you see for yourself. It's not separate. And that way, with that mentality, it's easier to surrender. This is really a video for myself. This is the advice I needed this morning, so I made this, and I obviously don't know how to end a video, so I'm just gonna go. Bye.